I have seen the faces of hate, the eyes that burned with contempt, the whispers in the shadows that laughed at my name. They thought their venom would bury me. They thought their hatred would break me. But they never understood. Hate does not destroy the destined. Hate is fuel. Hate is the black fire that forges empires. Every curse they spat became the bricks of my throne. Every rejection became the steel of my armor. Every insult, every wound, every betrayal, they were not my undoing. They were the foundation of my kingdom. You see, weak men fear hate. They run from it. They cry beneath it. They beg for mercy when the world turns against them. But those chosen to rise, they learn, they endure, they sharpen their will in the storm of scorn. And when the hate comes, they do not fall, they ascend. You cannot stop the one who has made hatred his teacher. You cannot kill the one who has turned rejection into resolve. And you cannot defeat the one whose every scar is carved from the blade of his enemy's contempt. Look at me. I am not a creature of peace. I am not the product of love or comfort. I am the child of betrayal. I am the heir of suffering. And I am the king born of hate. Do you know why they fear me? Because every time they tried to break me, I grew sharper. Every time they cast me out, I walked farther than they ever could. Every time they cursed my name, I carved it deeper into history. They hate me because I became what they could never be. I became inevitable. You must learn this truth. Their hate is not your end. It is your kingdom. Let them despise you. Let them whisper. Let them plot and curse and scream at the sight of your rise. Because while they waste their breath in bitterness, you are building. Brick by brick, scar by scar, you are rising. The throne you will sit on will be carved from their doubt. The crown you will wear will be molded by their fear. And the empire you rule will be built on the hate they gave you. So, when they gather to curse your name, do not tremble. Do not hide. Stand tall in the storm and let their hatred strike. For every bolt they throw only makes you stronger. Every shadow they cast only makes your fire brighter. And every enemy they send only multiplies your legacy. Do not seek to silence their hate. Do not beg for their love. Understand this. Love is fragile. Peace is temporary. But hate is eternal. And when you master it, when you wield it, when you rise above it, you become unstoppable. You become a ruler. You become a king. Remember this and engrave it into your very soul. The hate will not break you. The hate will not erase you. The hate will build your kingdom. And when your empire rises from the ashes of their scorn, when you stand crowned by the flames of their fury, the world will understand. Hate does not destroy the destined. Hate builds the inevitable. They despised me long before I ever rose. They whispered that I was nothing. They plotted against me before I had even taken my first step into destiny. And yet, here I stand. Do you know why? Because their hate was never my curse. It was my weapon. It was the stone, the iron, the fire that forged me into what I was meant to become. Hate is the most misunderstood force in existence. They will tell you to run from it, to ignore it, to drown it out with false comfort and hollow peace. But peace never built empires, comfort never forged kings, and silence never carved a throne out of eternity. It was hate that gave me the spine to endure what love could not. It was hate that kept me awake when my body screamed for rest. It was hate that silenced my doubts when my mind wanted to quit. Every ounce of venom poured upon me became the steel in my bones. Every laugh at my expense became a war drum in my chest. Every betrayal became the blueprint of my empire. Do you hear me? The hate you carry, it is not your end. It is the architect of your kingdom. They called me monster. They called me mad. They cursed my name until it echoed through the void itself. And still, every insult was a brick. Every rejection was mortar. Every scar, every wound, every ounce of fury became the pillars of my throne. And now, I rule not in spite of their hate. I rule because of it. Do not be fooled. The world will never reward you for your silence. They will not crown you for your kindness. They will not honor your suffering, but they will feed you their hate. And if you are wise, you will devour it. You will sharpen yourself with it. You will turn it into fire, into force, into unshakable power. For hate is the last gift of the unworthy to the chosen. It is the final weapon of the weak against the inevitable. And when you embrace it, you strip them of their last defense. You take their hatred and you build your empire upon it. Look closely. The greatest kings in history were born not from love, but from the flames of rejection. The strongest empires were not built in peace, but in blood and fury.